How you all doing this lovely afternoon? I want to first say that I'm honored to be here. This is something that we shouldn't take lightly because, as Carrie said earlier, he could be homeless. The truth of the matter is, everybody in this room could be homeless. I work a great job, but I could be jobless tomorrow. So I think about that daily, check to check. Sometimes it's a half a check to check. But, you know, we sometimes think that we have it all together because we have what we think are the essentials, which is a job and maybe a roof over our head. But that could go any day. That could change by the time you leave out of this door. So I do say that I encourage you all to continue to move forward and do what you do, or what you need to do to make it. And then the best thing you can say is, as Pastor mentioned, God, I need you to help me. Yeah. That help could come from anywhere. You have no idea how, quick that help can step in front of you. And you have to be open-minded enough to accept it. Don't look at what they look like. That help can come from someone looking just like you. So just make sure you keep your mind open to life and to God and everything that, that helps us make it through the day. Wow. My testimony is one that y'all probably wouldn't even think about, but I grew up in a household with a family who I swear didn't care for me. I thought I was adopted, or I thought I should have been, because I was treated like I didn't belong there. And all through most of my life, up until my mid-30s, I fought for a love that I thought should have came to me unconditionally. Because God said that's what it's supposed to be, right? I grew up with a mom who called me habitual. It's true. I'm sorry, but if I was 5 minutes late from school, I was accused of doing things that I didn't even want to do. I was a bookworm. But when people are accusing you of things and calling you things that you have no idea what it means, after a while it absorbs into your system. And it absorbs into your mind, and you begin to think that you are the very thing that they call you. And it took me a long time to realize that that which I was being called was not what I was. It took me a long time to realize that I could be more than what they were trying to say that I was. And I fought it by becoming real sarcastic. I would fight off any and everybody that tried to show me love until I got in high school and met a few friends and started realizing that they actually cared for me no matter what I had, no matter what I did, no matter what. And they even took it even took me some years to figure that out. But I finally got it together. I learned to love who I was. So I wrote this piece as, I'm going to say, one of my testimonies, because it's not the only thing that I've been through in life. But I wrote it because I wanted people to see that the things that you say to people can be the most hurtful and can take you through things that God never planned for you, but it makes you the person that you become. So the name of this piece is called Restored. I used to have trouble expressing myself verbally. Learned to cut you sarcastically, but subconsciously, unknowingly. Now I sit and write drastically, often unconsciously. Tossing it from the dome, my personal land of the unknown. Sometimes still experiencing pain, yet no longer feeling physically or mentally insane. Because now I'm putting together these nouns and verbs and tightening the grip on all the hurts, allowing me to create constant word curves to save my soul. Now I'm feeling less strained, less drained, and my spirit remains whole. Finally able to breathe, because life is no longer raping me. Used to be a time thinking I had no one to turn to, that my womanhood was escaping me, was gifting myself to every no good, ungrateful, sexually frustrated hood, promising me he would treat me right and make me feel good. But now my life has changed. I'm walking at a different range. My head held high, pretty face, still thick in the waist, yet with a strong God-filled mind. Yeah, I know, there go the size. But what y'all don't understand is that I'm all good now. Truly loving me now. And the love I have for me is on an ultimate high. God has stirred things up in my life, so now good things I can truly
Come on now.
Confidence and not arrogance is evidence. And when I look in the mirror, all I see is elegance. Self-esteem built with godly evidence. Because now the Bible in God's heart are my permanent residence. No longer able to be lured by Satan's gimmicks, promising me a way out of what I thought was happiness to only end up being a bunch of unpleasurable happiness. See, I'm trying to tell y'all, because of him, I'm no longer a mess. My God-planned journey going so well, my middle name is now anointed.
Come on now, girl. Come on now.
Don't get me wrong, I still go through. But God does that every now and then just to remind me that the valleys that I've received, God does that every now and then just to remind me that the blessings that I received are because of the valleys that I've endured. Now I'm spiritually and educationally cured, no longer able to be lured by Satan's gimmicks, promising me a way out of what I thought was happiness to only end up being a bunch of unpleasurable happiness. But now it all makes sense. Ever since I understood the presence that God has within me, things have gotten so intense. Satan has been trying to stop me, trying to block me, throwing boulder-sized obstacles in my path. But I'm breaking them up with the God-filled wrath. It's more than my hour, it's my time. Covered with my armor of God, I'm on a holy grind. I'm on a lovely, unthinkable movement. Anything I think or dream, I will achieve. Even things that I didn't think are coming to be. And the greatest thing out of all of this, besides my closer relationship with God, is that I'm loving me. I'm on a lovely, unthinkable movement, and it feels good. Anybody want to join me?
Come on now.